Good morning. Made it through the night just fine. Woke up every 2.5 hours or so, stoked the stove. At about 4:35, it started raining. It hasn't stopped. I bet you can probably hear that. But over here on the wood stove, I think you can see that, I have some coffee warming and some oil heating, and was getting ready to mix up my Bannock. So I used the majority of all the water that I had for coffee and my stew. So and then at night I had a little bit of a chaga tea. So what I'm gonna do is, I have some leftover tea. I'm just gonna use the chaga tea to mix in with my Bannock. If anything else, it'll just give a extra flavor, chaga flavor, which I like. So it's not really gonna hurt anything. I'm just pulling out these chunks of chaga, putting them back in my bag. You can use these a couple of times to make tea. So, don't use them once and throw them away. So again, this came from Canada. I have a friend who goes up there regularly, and whenever she goes, I ask her if she can pick me up some chaga, and she always brings me back some. So, chaga tea, delicious. I like it. Tons of health benefits. So, inside my percolator is some leftover chaga tea. Looks like I missed a chunk. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, typically I would pour it into here and make a dough. So we're going to give that a go. Alright. Alright. Just mix all that up. And then I'm going to move the camera over so you can see, I think you can see that. And make sure I got some good oil everywhere. Notice my wood stove's a little crooked. Alright, I got that poured in there. I think you guys can see that. Alright, and I'll tell you what I made my Bannock out of. Okay, so there's tons of great Bannock recipes. This one is pancake mix, brown sugar, and a little bit of dark chocolate chips. And that's it. Oh, and some oats. So I'll tell you, one of the best recipes I've had. Now that helps quite a bit. One of the best recipes I had was from Mitch over at Native Survival. He did a video on his Bannock, and I tried that out. I've used that many times. I enjoy that one quite a bit. But this was simple. I just threw it together to come out here. So I'm gonna let this cook up, and I'll be right back with you when we do the taste test here. Alright guys, just finished with the Bannock, and I discovered, some of you may or may not know, but birch bark makes a great pot handle, right? insulator, whatever you want to call it, oven mitt. This stinking thing is hot, and I had that scrap leather down here. Thought about cutting a piece, but seen that birch bark and thought, nah, I'll give it a try. Hey, learned something new. So, gonna give this Bannock a taste. Yep, that'll do for sure. I love dark chocolate. It's a really thick bread. You know, imagine a pancake with an egg or milk, just a little water, you know. So it's a really thick bread. The idea was you could carry a lot of it and dry weight and really do something to fill yourself up. So, never made yourself any form of a Bannock, I can get out and give it a try. Again, I like it. It's a lot like a form of a bread, just a dense bread. So, I'm going to finish up my breakfast. I'm going to drink my coffee and hang out here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Gonna head back to the house. You know, I gotta work tomorrow. I can only do this fun stuff for so long. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this Mountain Man challenge, and get out there and challenge yourself. Do things more in the old way. You know, get used to using older gear, less gear. And see what you can get away with using and not using. Now, 100% transparent here. With all the traditional stuff I showed you, obviously I had to have a power bank and a cord to charge the camera. I did bring 2 headlamps, but I only used them in the filming. I did not use them for anything else. I used candle when I was reading. I did candlelight. Yeah, that's oh, and I did bring a battery operated or rechargeable fan. My fireplace was getting quite smoky, and I needed to circulate some air inside the shelter. So those are the only modern conveniences I brought. Part of them obviously to shoot video for you guys, but also to health and welfare there. My chimney wasn't doing as well as I'd like. So you know, just being transparent. Other than that, everything else has been traditional. I've had a great time so far. So, gonna finish it off well and finish your breakfast. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.